All right, good morning everyone. We're out here on Toledo Bend with Bit Rods Guide Service out here with our buddies. We're out here in a pontoon boat. I'm excited about this. Never really fished out of a pontoon boat that serious. We got high winds, but these boats handle it and these guys handle it. So we just pulled up on our first spot. What we're doing is targeting brush piles. So these guys were just talking about this brush pile. So tell us what we're looking for, what we're doing out here, guys.
So everything that we fish is a brush piles that we create. We use sweet gum to do that. The way we do that is we take a 10 to 12 foot sweet gum tree. We'll take and tie a center block to the bottom and a milk jug or some type of 1 gallon jug to the top of it. And what that does, it stands that tree up vertical, which that's the way the crappie like it. They like it up vertical. During the busy time of the year when it's real hot, that May and June, we have to freshen these piles up about every 2 weeks or so. When the hotter it gets, we kind of start slowing down. The fish move out to the river. Come back to the fall time, we'll freshen it up about every 3 weeks. And then in the winter, we'll use cedar or bamboo, cane, something like that in the winter time, because that's the only thing that's green, to keep everything fresh throughout the winter. And then come back around the spring again, around that, that April, or whenever the sweet gum starts growing again, then we'll go back to the sweet gum trees. But that's our favorite tree to drop. And what it does is it just causes a good canopy, a lot of shade for them crappie to get in. And during certain times of the day, they'll get on top of the pile, the side of the pile. Depends on the wind, the current, a lot of that depends.
What do you mean freshen up? I've fished brush piles for my whole life, and we'll leave one in there for 20 years and never touch it.
Yep, so we drop fresh brush because we're on them constantly. A lot of pressure, a lot of fish come off of them. But the fresher you can get them, the better they are. So like I said, about every 2 weeks. Now you can leave it down, you can leave this pile, never drop another piece of brush, probably catch fish on it for the next 5 or 6 years. Yeah. But it's gonna start deteriorating. And then when you scan around, you can start seeing where that old brush, where there's nothing really glowing on that live scope anymore. So that's why we keep it so fresh, is because we put so much pressure on the piles.
And another thing is, during these May and June times, these crappie really like shade. Yeah. So if you have a tree with just branches and it doesn't have the leaves because it hasn't been freshened up, they're going to back off of it. They want to go find shade. So by us throwing a tree with big leaves on it creates shade, and that's what those crappie like to hide behind, to ambush fish. While they're sitting in the shade, they ambush the fish coming out.
Plus, you're also competing against
natural
millions.
Timber. Yeah, absolutely.
So if you got something that's these don't have leaves on them.
Right, correct.
So you've got something, another wood pile, you're competing against.
Oh yeah, you can walk across
150,000 acres of wood.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. I like it, guys. I just learned something, so let's try to catch a fish.
Absolutely. Good.
There we go. So I wonder, they're probably still in. Big fish!
Nice. That's how we like to do things.
Yeah. Keep that one for a feature fish later.
Yeah, that's good.
So, what are we fishing right here? A bend or a point or?
Yeah, so what we have here is where a drain comes in. It's just on the edge of the drain. And we're in about 20, 22 foot of water. Brush piles are coming up to about, what are they, about 18 foot? Yeah, so it's 10 to 12 foot trees here, and it's just suspended brush. It's all the stuff that we've made out here again. Got a lot of spotted bass in the area right now, but there's a lot of crappie that's starting to be inside the piles, on the edge of the piles. Most of the time when we're dropping brush, we're looking for contours, of course, under the water, whether it's a point. Everything's underwater. Nothing you can really physically see out here. Everything's under the water, but the Lake Master map is really critical to be able to find those areas. There he is right there.
See what we got here.
Oh, perfect.
Mr. Whiskers.
And there is a pile of these things out here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. There he was. I seen him hit.
Choking it down.
Nice little baby crappie.
Oh, there's one. Woo! There's a good one, boys. Look at that.
Nice, man.
Right out of the top of the pile. It was just a super light tick, 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 boom. That's fun. That's a good one. All right, so I guess we moved spots and we're not fishing a brush pile, are we? So what are we doing? What are we looking at here?
We are not. So this is a main lake point that drops off into a creek. Got good deep water on the side of it, about 40 or 45 foot, and we're sitting about 16, 17 foot on top of it. And just a lot of different species of fish move through here, especially in the fall. They're kind of transitioning, chasing shad, and so we got yellow bass, white bass, crappie, spotted bass all mixed in on a spot like this. So we're fishing it different, kind of letting our baits hit in the bottom, just kind of dragging it across the bottom and lifting it real slowly and just catching a lot of different species here.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't mind catching something different every now and then.
That's right, a lot of bites are a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yep, definitely.
Yep, so a lot of places like this on the lake though that you can go hit and just catch, a lot of different stuff. As long as you're close to deep water this time of year, that's the main key. These high spots next to deep water.
Yeah, I love getting into white bass. They're so much fun. The kids love them, everybody. It's just, you get into them and it's just every minute.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they
Every
pull hard.
cast,
It's a good eating fish. They're just good fish all around. There he is.
Oh,
that's a good fish too.
Oh, nice.
God, oh. Yeah, I got it. That's a good one.
Right there.
That's 2 pounds almost.
That's a Toledo Bend crappie.
oh, there's a good one.
Nice fish.
Boom.
Nice.
I think we're on a good pile, gentlemen.
Kind of wind.
Yellow bass.
That's what that is down there. I got you. Let's stand for nice and slow. All right, so our setup here today, we're using the ACC crappie sticks. This is a 6'6" medium. We're throwing it on some 6-pound Mr. Crappie line here. We've got a number 3 or number 4 split shot, depending on the wind and stuff like that, but we're using a number 6 Eagle Claw crappie hook. And then we got a fluger reel that we're using it with. The reason we like to use this setup is for the light line, as far as for to be able to feel the sensitivity, but what we normally do is we'll take this weight and we'll take it and go anywhere from 8 to 12 inches above the line. So it sits there and it gives that minnow room to swim freely without the actual, the pressure of the weight holding the minnow down or anything like that. Same thing on his rod, the same setup on that rod. Where every now and then, we won't normally use any kind of jig rods, 12 foot, 10 foot, because we're on a pontoon boat, everybody's kind of close. So we use a 6 foot, 7 foot rod that we try to stick with on that.
Yeah, you get a lot of people in the boat, and you're using those 10 and 12 foot rods, it's just too much. So we really like these 6'6" and 7 foot rods. You've seen today we're able to boat flip fish in the boat. No problem with these rods. They handle just about everything we catch out here. And so that's kind of what we use, that's what we stick to, and we've caught a lot of fish on them. So we all pretty much grew up together, all from the same general area, known each other our whole lives for the most part, and all kind of went our separate ways, fishing, hunting, stuff like that. And just over the years, me and Sam actually started tournament fishing together. And about 2014 and 15, I started doing a little bit of bass guiding on my own. And then Sam came to me in 2019 and wanted to start running some crappie trips. And so we kind of teamed up and started Bent Rod's Guide Service in 2019. And Roman here was our first guy on board with us, and Roman's been fishing with us since the very, very beginning. Me and Roman we've been best friends since high school.
Long time.
Played sports together, you know, and just been friends for a long time. And it's been a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun working with friends and working with people you trust and people you like and people you know well. Brendan came on board with us this past year. We've been growing. We've got 12 guys that work for us now, total, and between bass and crappie. And it's been a fun journey, just kind of seeing the whole company grow and just kind of seeing what Toledo Bend has to offer. You know, that's one thing we really love to do is bring people out here to the lake, let them see just the beauty of Toledo Bend. I mean, there's the sunrise and the sunsets out here are just astonishing. Coming out here and seeing eagles and ospreys and all the wildlife, and then it's just full of fish. I mean, crappie and bass and yellow bass, white bass, just full of all sorts of different species of fish. And so we have a great time out here. But man, it's been a really fun journey. And so something we've done now for 4 years and really plan on doing for a long time, I guess.
Yeah. As far as everybody stays on board and everybody's happy, then we're going to continue doing the things that we do. You know, Josh said, you know, we do the bass and the crappie, but we also offer electronics trips, and then we offer electronic seminars. Josh will do 2 every year, usually 2 every year, one in the fall, one in the spring. And that's usually held at Cypress Bend Resort there at the park. All that information's on our website at Bent Rods Guide Service or on our Facebook page, Instagram. You know, as far as any kind of the services we offer, all of our pricing, everything like that's online for that. Just send us a message, you know, feel free to ask us any kind of questions about fishing. We're not one of the companies, if we're gonna tell you something, it's gonna be the truth. You know, whatever bait it is we're using, what water depth it is, whether it's shiners or jigs, or if the fishing's tough, we're gonna tell you. You know, we don't want people to just come out here and have a miserable time. So we're very upfront with all of our customers. You know, we want them to come out and have a good time, but we want them to know what to expect, that, you know, when they come, so. Brendan here is with the Louisiana Tourism. He's going to kind of mention a few things about some of the areas and the things to do around here besides fish. You know, you can bring your whole family and do a little bit of everything, but I know you made a visit yesterday to Cypress Bend there. And
right. So one of the great things about this area is you can fish in the mornings and go golf and then go to the water park. So this area is really growing with tourism. You have Natchitoches right down the road where you could visit Melrose Plantation, get a meat pie. There's festivals all over the place. So families, they come here and they go fishing in the morning, in the afternoon. What can we do? Well, there's a golf course and all kinds of activities that's right here at Toledo Bend.
So you have Louisiana being just a beautiful state as it is, and that's why these boys, Josh and Sam, started this. Beautiful sceneries, beautiful lake, beautiful atmosphere in Louisiana, and we just try to have people have a good time and enjoy nature. You know, we enjoyed ourselves and got great friendship, and of course I'm biased, but all of our guides are great Christian people, good, hard-working people, honest people, and they're just going to be good to your families whenever y'all come book with us or visit Toledo Bend and all the tourist attractions around this area.
All right, everyone, we had a great day out here on Toledo Bend with my new friends from Bent Rods Guide Service. We caught a lot of fish, fished out of a pontoon boat for the first time. It handled this wind out here. So how do we get a hold of you guys? If someone wants to book a trip, where do they find you?
Yep, so they can do several different things. They can look us up on our website, which is www.bentrodsguideservice.com. They can look on there, everything's on there, contact us, they can send us an email request, they can book a trip, they can look up us Facebook page, they can message us on Facebook, they can message us on Instagram, or they can call my cell, 318-446-1709, or Josh's cell at 318-308-5818. They can contact us any of those ways. Like I say, well, definitely myself or Josh will be getting in touch with you to set a date and time or anything like that, give any kind of rates, can give you the updates of what's going on in the lake, kind of, you know, how the fishing is, you know, all those answers on any questions that you may have. There's plenty of places here. You can book a cabin at Cypress Bend Resort. You can book some VRBOs around the place. There's a lot of facilities around here to stay at. So that's usually not a problem, is finding somewhere to stay around the lake.
Well, sounds good. You guys do families, corporate events. Yep. You got the big boats. It's not just a 1 or 2 people trip like a lot of the bass boats and stuff. You guys kind of cater to a different group, and that's really neat. I like it. So
yep.
We enjoyed it.
Yeah, on the bass boats, just to know, we can run 2 or 3 people on bass boats. On our crappie boats, we can run anywhere from 1 to 8, sometimes 10 if it's a big family that comes along. We're running on that. We do morning trips during this time of year. During the spring, that May and June, we can do morning and evening trips. So if it's just a 2 couple, they can come out in the evening.
Yeah.
We even do sunset cruises. For some people who want to do a sunset cruise in the evening, we'll even offer that service. Cruise around the lake, kind of see what's going on. Some people like to enjoy a beverage or two. You know, it's completely up to them. So.
Well, sounds good. We really enjoyed it, and we will see you again, guys.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that's good. Thank you.